Hi everybody and good afternoon. It is Sunday the 16th of June 2013 and I can't believe I completely forgot all about this. But can you blame me with the excitement that we've had this weekend so far? Obviously Man of Steel got released on Friday and as I've already seen it 5 times, going to see it another 2 times later on today and then again on Tuesday, so yeah, that'll be 8 times in total. I know, I'm nuts, but I'm addicted, I'm obsessed. It's that simple. So, anyway, not talking about Man of Steel right now. Time to review the next chapter, the latest chapter in the Smallville Season 11 comic series. Chapter 51 overall. It's Argo Part 7 of 9. And we're back in the 31st century with a legion of superheroes. Just got to show you the cover, by the way. Have a look at that. Kara giving Superman a big epic punch on the face there, so that does kind of give you an idea of what's in store in this chapter in particular. So we've got Booster Gold in the custody of EarthGov. He's being interrogated and tortured by Earthman, aka Kurt Niedrich, and he wants to know more about you know, what Michael's doing, working with the Legion. You know, he even says, why doesn't your genetic ID show up in any of our historical records? Well, he's from the 25th century, this is the 35th century, so a good 600 years. You know, it's obviously, he's obviously not going to show up anywhere. But saying that, it appears that Kurt already knows a bit about Michael. You know, even Skeets is well, something bad happens to Skeets. Skeets is not very pleasant. Poor guy. You know, Kurt even says that, you know, all your secrets laid bare. You're a thief, a liar, a cheat. So he does know what Michael is capable of. He just wants to know why his actual genetic, you know, ID is not on their records as such. But like I say, you know, he's been to the past. He's gone into the future. He went from the 25th century to the well, he says from the 25th century, then he went back to the past, so, and then now he's in the 31st century. So yeah, he's obviously been around a bit, stolen things. A lot of things that he has are not his, so we already know that. So while that is happening, the Legion are starting to gather their forces around. You've got Cosmic Boy giving a bit of a speech to other members of the team, and it's so good to actually see them here. You know, there's Lightning Boy, you've got Bouncing Boy as well, Chameleon Boy's in there, Ultra Boy, Phantom Girl, Karate Kid, Dawn Star, Dream Girl, and even Starman as well. You know, they're all there. It's just amazing to see them. Sun Boy in there as well. So it's just, I love the Legion of Superheroes. There's no doubt about that. I've always loved them since when I was first introduced to Legion. I think back in about 2006. And then it wasn't again that I watched the Legion of Superheroes TV series that came out in like 2007, I think, or maybe a bit earlier than that. Maybe I think it was about 2005, 2006. I think was when the Legion of Superheroes TV series came out, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. It was amazing, and I've always loved the characters. You know, because if it wasn't for Superman, the Legion wouldn't exist. You know, it was Superman's inspiration that allowed for other aliens to converge on Earth and make Earth their new home. So it's all that inspiration side of things that's what I love about it. So yeah, they're about to go up against the well, they're going to basically help the Legion to resolve the crisis of what's occurring between EarthGov, New Krypton. You know, so it's heavy. Basically, it's epically heavy. Saturn Girl goes to speak to Brainiac at their safe house, and Brainiac is letting her know that EarthGov have, you know, that a new technology has been found in the universe that hasn't been seen for over 1,000 years. Basically, there's even an indication of something apocalyptic here as well. Doesn't give too much into it. It just shows that there's something apocalyptic going on New Krypton. So while that is occurring, there's the Ministry of Conflict have got some sort of gravity bomb device ready for launch. you know, they're obviously going to put this in. I'm guessing it's going to go on to on Earth as well. So they're probably going to launch some, not an attack as such, but you know, prepare their defenses as such. And then, well, something happens. But before we go on to that, we're back in the Amazon, because this is where Superman and Supergirl were taking on some of the Earth Gov people who were willing to take them down. Kara takes one of them and is about to find out what happened to the tomb. In the last chapter, chapter 6, that is, not Valkyrie, but chapter 6 of Argo, we found out that turns out that Fiora's child is going. It looks like that child is going to be like the savior for the Kandorians, the Kryptonians on Argo. But what we found was that the tomb had already been opened, that the DNA for that child has already been extracted, and Kara wants to know who was responsible for that. But then Superman steps in to say, look, you know, you can't just go around having, you know, knocking these people out. You can't punch them. You can't, you know, they will get their justice, but it's not up to us to give them that punishment, kind of thing. Kara doesn't like the fact that he's still defending the humans even after everything that they've done. So they have a little altercation, and it's that altercation that then you know, Superman actually sort of like stands back a bit and thinks, okay, whoa, why? I can understand why you're behaving like this, but you can't blame the entire race of humans based on the actions of a few people, because, you know, he even mentions Jonathan, Martha and Lois, and how their compassion, and you know, they are the good side of the human race, and tried to make Kara see that sense that not everyone on Earth is as bad as she thinks they you know, that they portray, that some of the bad people portray them to be. Eventually she comes round, and she does feel bad about attacking Superman. It was more of, she had that, you know, she was just really angry and upset to what they did to the tomb, because, you know, it was sacred in many sense. You know, it was a sacred ground that they've disturbed as such. So with that in mind, while they're both, you know, apologising to each other, both of them get a communique through their ears or through Kara's crystal, saying that there's a situation that has been developed, and apparently New Krypton are about to launch an assault on Earth, and well, let's just say that the reason why they launched that New Krypton wants to launch an assault, and the Legion are preparing to invade, to approach New Krypton, is because, well, it is under attack. New Krypton is under attack, and if you remember the end of chapter 6, well, they've unleashed it. They literally have unleashed their weapon, as I'm going to say. I'm not going to tell you what that weapon is, and if you've read chapter 6 and you've read this chapter in particular, you'll know exactly what that weapon is. I never thought I would see the day that this would happen, especially 1,000 years into the future. So again, what a chapter, just epic. Can't wait to see how it unfolds in the last 2 chapters. So next week chapter 8, week after chapter 9, excuse me, and then we'll see where it all unfolds after that. It has been an epic run so far, I have to admit. I have been enjoying Argo immensely, so it'll be interesting to see exactly how it all finishes off in 2 chapters time. But anyway, that's it from me. Thank you all very much for watching. Enjoy your weekend, and I shall see you all very soon. Bye.